The best TV shows of 2023. This is a video that I didn't even really plan on making, but I decided I did the best and worst of movies. So let's just jump right into it. I have 8 shows listed here. If some people hear my list and think, well, what about this show? And where the hell is that show? It's probably because I just haven't watched it. Starting the list off at number 8, Chucky. And Chucky, probably more of an acquired taste given that it's such a horror-centric show, and also it's deep into the lore of Chucky, the character, his movies. And I know a lot of this show is silly, a lot of it is goofy, a lot of it probably might not work if you're looking for deep character stuff or growth and whatnot, but I have fun with this show. I too have my issues and problems with the story, but I can't help but enjoy seeing Chucky do what he does best, and especially having Brad Dourif do the voice, and hell, Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany is great as well. Number 7, Ted Lasso. I have not talked enough about Ted Lasso on my YouTube channel, but it was a friend of mine who actually got me into this show, and season 1 I loved. Season 1 I thought was great. I thought just had so much good stuff going on there, especially Ted Lasso, the character himself, and how upbeat and positive he was, even though everyone else, can get annoyed of that. I just thought the dynamics and the comedy worked very well. Even the drama, which they played up more in season 2 and season 3. I might have had a couple of issues with where some of the characters went and some of the directions of relationships for some of the side characters and whatnot. But overall, it was still a fun-loving show. It was still a show that made me feel warm and good inside. Number 6, Poker Face. I probably should have this higher on my list, but it's only not higher because I haven't finished it yet. I'm still going through it. I really enjoy this show. The tone of it, the premise behind it. I saw Rian Johnson's name as a producer, the creator, and I thought, oh boy, this could go one of two ways. Right? There's Rian Johnson projects that I love and really admire the creativity and the new ways of telling similar stories. And then also there's Rian Johnson films that I roll my eyes and say, God damn it, what the hell? This is the better of the two, though. This is actually something good, and this is something that I really enjoy seeing Natasha Lyonne especially do something that is a little different for her. I like her ability to be able to catch people in lies and bullshit. Number 5, Harley Quinn. Season 4. This show is such a breath of fresh air when I think of superhero properties and Harley Quinn in general, the character. I grew up watching Harley Quinn and animated stuff, and even though Margot Robbie does a pretty good job in the live action films, I watch this show. I watch the writing of this show. I watch how this show handles Harley Quinn on her own, not with the Joker, not in that type of situation that maybe I prefer to see the character in, and they do it right. They make her funny. They told that line of, is she a villain? Is she a good guy? And I just think they do it well. I personally enjoy seeing her in a relationship with Poison Ivy, even though some people I know don't love it. Number 4, Gen V. I honestly, when I heard about this show and that they were making this show, a spinoff of The Boys, and I heard the premise that it was going to be like a school for younger superpowered people, I rolled my eyes and I instantly thought CW, or I instantly thought, you know what I mean, like the Riverdale type tone. I don't know why I thought that, because this is the same people that make The Boys. This is still on Amazon Prime, and watching it, this goes hard. This does not give a damn. They are violent, they are crude, they are gross at times. They stay very much in that world of The Boys, and I appreciated that. Not only did I appreciate the references and the cameos from cast of The Boys, but the new characters as well, the new leads and their stories, their backstory, their motivations, and how a lot of them are screwed up as well. I not only look forward to a season 2, but I can't wait to see how these characters play into the next season of the main show. Number 3, and I cannot believe I have this not only this high, but just on the list in general. Twisted Metal. I did not expect this show to be watchable, never mind be this good. Anthony Mackie, there is a certain level of charm and charisma that he's able to just use naturally in order to get us to care about him as a character, and also just being lighthearted and funny to watch. And Stephanie Beatrice, I think, as well. She started off very cold and maybe non-trusting, but she has a great dynamic, a great relationship, the two of them together. But the world, the post-apocalyptic world, which we have seen a bunch of times, but I think they do a good job of setting up this world, setting up the rules, setting up what kind of characters are out there and what you can deal with. And the end cliffhanger of what we are building up, actually seeing the Battle Royal, actually seeing what the game is. And it's confirmed we are getting a season 2. I am looking forward to that. Speaking of season 2, at number 2, Loki season 2. I was so glad that this show especially came out, this being a Marvel property because of all the bad talks that Marvel is getting in general. But Loki, not just a great follow-up from season 1 of Loki, which I too thought that was strong, but what a great sort of ending point for the Loki character. Tom Hiddleston giving a great performance, just making people, I think, appreciate him so much more if they didn't already. I think a lot of the other side casts and side actors got a lot of great stuff to do as well. And even Jonathan Majors, giving everything that has gone on in his personal life and him, I guess, no longer being a part of the MCU, he gave a really good performance as Victor Timely, and just everything that went on here. The creativity, the different tone that this show established compared to anything else from Marvel. This show proved that Marvel still, if they want to, are capable of doing great things. But for my number 1 favorite show of 2023, The Last of Us. And I know maybe some people didn't love this as much as I did, or they just felt like, well, this is a story that we've already been through, that we've played over 10 years ago, right? And sure, I'm in that camp as well, where I've played this game a bunch of times. I knew the story in and out. But when they first announced this is another example of, I heard this and thought, shit, they're going to fuck it up. They're not going to do this right. It's going to suck. The casting, even when I saw that, I thought was off the mark. But man, did I love this show. Did I love this interpretation? Did I love how, for the most part, they stayed true to the story? The story was already great, so why fuck that up in a major way? Just tell the story and let these actors really play. Let these actors bring these characters, Joel and Ellie, to life in such a way that I enjoyed falling in love with the two of them all over again. I also loved the virus, the new way that they decided to explain the virus in a fungus-like way, and how the infected just seemed different from any other type of maybe Walking Dead type zombie that we've seen before. This was next level. I love that we got to have that debate again as far as Joel and his actions. We had this conversation in the games years ago, and we got to do it again thanks to this show. I cannot wait for the following season. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of not only my list of best TV shows, but what are some of your lists? I'm sure there's a bunch of shows that I'm missing out on, a bunch of stuff that I'm like, I know, I need to fucking get there. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.